Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Latin Voices.
Latin voices.
Okay, so today we have a special guest. She is originally from Kenya, but she's residing in Sweden. So she's going to be joining in a few minutes. But first, let's start with introducing ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama. I reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a digital business owner.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live in Ontario, Canada. I'm from Cuba. I'm also a digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isabel. I'm originally from Mexico. I live in North Carolina, USA. I'm married. I have 3 children. I work for the school system as a teacher assistant, and I also have my digital business.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so we just want to remind you that today, every Tuesday and every Thursday, we have a live webinar. So at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, and in Sweden is at 2 a.m. So let's bring and show are going to be our hosts for tonight and the panelists.
Okay, so today our host is going to be Lydia. She's a job quitter. She's a full-time business owner. Maritas is a former caregiver, and Cora is a healthcare worker, and Kim is a resident engineer.
We also have Jackie. She's a critical care nurse. We have Joyce, a certified dental assistant. We also have Maceo. She's a public server employee. And Cindy, she's a former cosmetology and a Reiki tech. So for everyone that's watching the live tonight, we want just to remind you guys, we have a free live webinar Thursday. Today it goes 8 p.m. PDT or 5 p.m. PDT or 8 p.m. EST. And we say as Switzerland, as our guest speakers could be 2 in the morning, but you can also watch the replay.
Thank you, Jesse. And thank you, Isabel. Okay, so let's bring our guest to the studio. Hi, Nyandia.
Hello.
Thank you for coming and for accepting our invitation to our
Thank you
live
for having
today.
me.
I know it's very late over there. I know it's 9:34 p.m. over there. So that's a huge time difference for us. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Would you like to
Thank you for
introduce
having me.
yourself to the audience?
Yeah, sure. My name is Nyandia Wahome Johansson. As mentioned earlier, I live in Sweden, but I'm originally from Kenya. I've been living here for the last a few decades. I'm married, and I work in administration and as a coordinator in the university. And besides that, I'm an online business owner, and that is why I'm here.
Thank you so much. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's start with the first questions.
Nadia, Nyandia. So, what inspired you to become a digital business owner?
Thank you so much for that. If there is what I can say is that we all have different reasons why we want to start anything, and if there is anything that we learn from the pandemic is that our jobs, we might wake up and find our jobs that are not there. I personally was not affected by it, but I got to see what happened to my close people and how they lost jobs. And I realized that relying on just one source of income is just not going to cut it. And that started, I have always had this business drive, wanting to do something with business. And I've done previously, actually, some businesses. But I realized that since I can just give you a little background on myself, a friend of mine and I were running a clothing business. But during the pandemic, we had to close it because we could not go to customers. We could not open up, shop and have people coming to us. And we had not gotten into the online world by then. So just because of that closing down, it also put us down, and eventually we ended up closing. And that also raised a red flag for me, and I realized that, this might not be the option. I still need a second income. I want a third income. Why? To secure my future, really, so that if I am sacked in the university, I still have something I can draw from. I don't want to be left helpless or dependent. And that is why when I started now looking for something that was online, because that is what I wanted, that I had control. Because when I am online, not unless the internet or technology goes completely off, that's when I'll be unemployed. But as long as it's there, I know I can carry it and I can have it with me anywhere. And so the need for a second source of income and the need to secure my future, was what led me to start an online business.
Wow, thank you so much. That's really deep, you know. I a little bit like I relate to when the pandemic started. Already started working as a nurse, but most of my coworkers, they were all having 2 to 3 jobs. Yes, we were having a good pay, we were in high demand, but to make a good money, you always was there. You always had to be on your
Mm,
phone, looking for that extra chef, you know. Like picking up chef or have like most of my coworkers had 2 or 3 jobs, as I said before, and I
mm,
knew that if I want to be on that, I would say, task bracket, if I want to make more money for me and for my family, I need to fund something else. So that's when what
mm,
inspired me to get like a second like something, but I didn't want something with nursing. I want something different. And
mm,
I saw a coworker that was already on the business that we're presenting today, and I always saw her. She was like taking pictures and doing things. And I'm like, what is this crazy woman doing?
yeah,
you know. And that's when
yeah,
I decided. I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask her. I'm going to go for it, and I will try it. And if it doesn't work, at least I tried.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so that's what I say, you know. But my main goal, like, you know, I want to have more time for myself, and I really want to retire my mom. So as soon as I started this business, I go a little bit about it, I knew that this is what I want to do.
Yes, definitely. I know it. Different reasons push us to start what we want, and that's good to hear. You're muted.
But what are some of the biggest challenges when starting your business?
Let me say, actually, when starting any business, there's always challenges. And for me, being online was new territory for me. And so some of the challenges I experienced was actually coming to show my face online, for example. I was not an online person. I feel like I was the last person to like join Facebook, for example, Instagram. And so when I started this online business, I knew that it will demand a lot from me. And I was ready for that. But coming out of my comfort zone, oh my, I can tell you was a challenge. Because I was so occupied with what will people think about me? What will they say about me? And so I had to overcome that, to realize that, you know what, everybody is doing their own thing. And for me, my own thing at that moment was now starting these and getting my face out there. But with time and with practice, I was able to overcome it. Which other challenge did I experience? I can say, the thought of what is this business all about? How am I going to start selling to people? These were those things that were in my mind, and I thought there are going to be challenges, but thank God these things were answered as I took the step. So but for me, the biggest challenge was coming to show my face online, I have to be honest.
Yes, I can relate to you with you in that, like for us, like we started our life like at the beginning of this year, and it was a little bit challenging at first. We were so nervous to be in front of the camera. Like I don't like to be in front of the camera. I like to be behind the camera. But
Yeah.
it's part of the getting out of your comfort zone, and making changes in your life. So I did it, and now it's better. One thing that I still need to work is like go outside and you do the lives outside, and I'm a little concerned of what people are gonna think, when I'm
Yes.
talking. So yeah, so I'm still working on that. It's getting better. But yeah, I think it's the more you do it, the more you become more comfortable, and then you overcome your fears. But yeah, that's one of my biggest challenges in the like starting the journey of my business, and then learning from advertising, because that was a new whole experience for me. Uh, that I was kind of like, well, it's not that I was scared, but like you don't want to make mistakes because you don't want to get flagged by
Exactly.
like YouTube or Facebook. So yeah, but yeah, those
Being
were
too
my biggest challenge.
self-conscious.
Sorry,
Yes.
can you say that again?
Being too self-conscious.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I know. That was me actually. But I like what you say, that as you
Yes.
practice it, it disappeared. And I can't say that I'm 100% over it, but at least I can do it now, which is something that I have overcome in some way.
Yes. We have a comment. Let me just show it here. So we got a comment from Ernest Oladell. Great work. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your
Thank you,
Thank
comment.
Ernest. Thank
you.
you for
Thank you.
watching.
Okay, so let's go to the third question.
Okay, Nyandia. Were you skeptical when you first found out about this business? What would you say to those who are skeptical?
If you're not skeptical, I just don't know. I can say for myself, I am a very skeptical person, and especially on all the online space. I mean, there's so much that happens on this online space, and I normally say that it's okay to be skeptical. I was skeptical. I mean, my coach can attest to this. But being skeptical made me do my very due diligence. It made me have a lot of questions. And it was through these questions that I got the answers that I wanted, that could take that skepticism down and give me some peace. But I don't think I can't say that being skeptical is too negative. For me, it worked well for me because it made me ask all the hard questions, any questions. Because on the other hand, you don't want to just step out foolishly onto every opportunity that you are offered out there on the online space. I mean, we can't just have blind trust on people. So it's good to be skeptical, but don't stop there. Do your due diligence. Find out when you're offered an opportunity. If you're skeptical, find out, why are you skeptical? What is bringing the skepticism? Is it your fear? Is it your insecurity? Because out of that, then you're going to ask the right questions to the people who are offering you the opportunity. And then from it, you're going to be able to make a decision. So yes, I was very skeptical. So, and that is also what I would tell people who are skeptical. It's okay, but do your due diligence. And one of those things that helped me actually in my skepticism and to making me calm is the webinar that was normally offered for free. I thought to myself, okay, at least I'm not committing myself to anything, it's free. And so as I was like, okay, fine, let me listen, let me know what this is all about. And that really helped answer some of the questions that I had. Besides talking to my coach, it opened me to what the business was all about. And so I felt that I won on that side because the webinar was free. I could watch it when I wanted. I had the time to watch it when I wanted. So be skeptical, but ask questions, because once you ask the right questions, we are also able to answer you, and it removes also the doubt that you have. Do your due diligence. Watch like this webinar we have. It is, you don't commit on anything. It's free of charge, and it will answer some of the questions you also have. It will give you insight into our business. It will show you what it is that it's all about. You'll get to see that they are real people. It's not, we are not robots. They are real people behind the scene, which for me was very comforting, instead of having a business where you're just being answered by a robot. Then of course you become suspicious. But here you had person to person kind of interaction, which for me was a very good thing anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you about doing the due diligence. Before you provide any form of payment online, you have to do
Mhm.
your due diligence, because there's so many scams daily online. So there is bad people out there, but that's why you have to do your research. That's why you have to find out everything before you actually pay for anything, because you don't know if it's sure or not. So you
Mhm.
can't just think that, okay, well, I want to get that and I'm going to pay for it without even researching anything about the company, or the person themselves, if they're the ones providing or talking about something. So you
Mhm.
have to do your research, and you have to really see if that's what you want, and see if it's really legitimate, before you take action on it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think we all are a little bit skeptical at the beginning, just because it's hard to trust, everything that you see online. There's so much stuff going on online that it's hard to believe everything you see. And then
Mm.
when this opportunity came up, I think we all thought that it was too good to be true, and so we decided to do
Exactly.
our due diligence. And thank goodness, we know that it's legitimate. We know that we pay taxes for our business. So yeah, do your research before you take action, please.
Yes, that's the medicine.
Thank you, Savel. Okay, so let's go with the next question.
All right. Can you share a moment or achievement in your business that you are particularly proud of?
Yeah, there are quite many, and it's for me that it's those small things that one might overlook, but they mean a lot. And like we were talking about getting out of our comfort zone, one of the first achievements for me was to go live on my own, not with people, because there's comfort in having a crowd, but just alone. I stammered, I shook, but I still consider it such an achievement for me. And I can say it is through this business anyway. I have really learned a lot. I have developed personally through taking this kind of challenges, through getting myself out of the comfort zone. So I consider it actually a challenge. I can say, of course, it's not what word is this in English? It's not a requirement when you join the business that you always have to go live on your own. But for me at that moment, I knew I needed it because I have been a bit shy with these things, and I wanted to see how far I can go. So I considered it a very big achievement, I have to say. We, of course, we have the monetary achievements, which are the reasons why we start, but at times we overlook those non-monetary, and that is why I'm lifting up this for me, because it's something I'll not forget. Anybody who knows me in my crowd of people, they know that was really a big thing for Nyandia to do, to go live. But it's one of those achievements actually that I'm particularly proud of myself, actually.
Wow, that's a great achievement. Let me tell you, it's really
Mm.
good because that's true. We overcome those, like, overlook those small achievements, those small things that, because we think, oh, that's normal, and we don't
Mm.
celebrate it. And sometimes those small things like give you hope. On my
Yes.
case, I would say, like, now we're talking about those, that kind, a part of the monetary reason, I would say was my mindset. Just realizing that I'm able to do things, because I grew up without ever thinking to own a business. Like, that was not even a dream. I was not even able to dream about that, because we were
Mm.
poor. The only thing that you're thinking is like, get to school, get a good notes, get a certificate, and work for someone else, and that was the only way you can make money, and that's the way of
Mm.
living. So it just changed that mindset, that I'm able to own something for myself, that
Yeah.
I'm capable to be, that I'm important, that mind change, like
Mm.
that switch, it helped me a lot. And not just that, also, with that mindset came up with the mindset that we say of wellness. in a way like because now I'm more serious about my financial, like looking where I am, what do I need to get better on my financial.
Mm.
Before I was like, oh, ice cream, let's buy ice cream, shoes, let's buy our shoes. And then
Yeah.
when at the end of the month you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making good money, but I look at my accounts completely zero. I'm not able to
Yes.
save money to my family. I'm not able to do things, so I cannot go to stay and visit a beautiful place or something like that, because we're just focusing on those lot of things that they're barking on TV. You want this, you want that. So that helped me ahead on my finances thanks to the business, because
Mm.
I'm more careful, and now I know where I am and where I want to be. So that's, I would
Yeah.
say, that one of the achievement I have from this business, a part of the monetary reason. That's why we start the business, because we want more money, we want free, like we want our
Mm.
financial freedom, we want time freedom. And but a part of that, that's one of the things I say that
Yeah.
my mind that I'm particularly proud of before right now.
Mm, that's good. Actually, I read somewhere and it said that we also grow, like our business grows as we grow as people, personal development to the length that you go. It's almost on the same level that you grow, if you're, because as you grow personally, your business also grows because you put it back, you put the knowledge that you learn back to the business. So it's quite interesting. That's good.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so let's go with the next question. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own business?
Yeah, that's interesting. At least if you know that you want to start your own business, that is I know knowing is the first thing, and then do your research, because we have a fantastic business, but you do not know if this is something that you're going to fit in or not fit in. But how do you get to know if you are a good fit for this or not? It's by taking the chance and asking the questions, or by even just watching like that so-called free webinar that we offer. And so for me, I would tell people that, at times fear holds us back and you end up not doing anything. I can tell people, step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid. If you want to start your own business, take the first step. Ask people, what do I need to? What, like now, there are a lot of business. I'm going to talk in regard to our business model that we have in our business that we're doing. If you want to, for example, to earn online, we're living in a time when the economy is so up and down that almost, I need to say, like almost everybody needs some source of income somewhere else to start a business. But you don't have to have gone to school to do your a degree in business, for example, to start this kind of business, which is a good thing actually, because I don't have a background in business, an education in business, but I'm running my own business. How? Because of the kind of model that we have and that we offer. So if your interest is in starting an online business like we do, write to everybody. You can see our information, send an email, send your questions to any of us. We offer a free webinar. Register, listen, ask yourself, is this what I want? Am I ready to take this step? But don't sit back and just think. Take action. It's by taking action that you get to where you want to be. We can tell you that we have a good business, or what is it called, online business model, but if you don't do anything about it, it will just remain that knowledge to you. But if you're an action taker, then we'll give you the information, we'll give you access to our webinar, we'll give you access to everything that we know, so that you can equip yourself, and start your business. Besides that, of course, there is also a lot more that we have to offer. Now, actually, let me stop because I can see the time is running. I can just say, contact each and one of us. You can see our contact information there. Send an email, ask the questions, register yourself. We'll be glad to answer and show you. The good thing with our business model is you get a mentor, you get a coach. You'll not be alone. You don't have to come knowing everything. No, my goodness, thank God for that. You get trained. but we have the tools to give you, we have the help that you need. Is just to reach out to us. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay, so because of the time constraint, we're gonna go to the next question.
Oh, there was another one.
Okay. How has your life changed since you became a digital business owner?
Actually, as you can see me right now talking like this, my life has changed since I was not this when I started the business. So that is one of the changes. And I have to really actually agree with Yasi. The change that I've noticed mostly is as a person, my mindset, how I think and how I plan and look at things, that has been the greatest change for me, actually.
Thank you so
Well,
much. Um, go ahead, Isabel. Quick.
no, I was just gonna say, I think we all, have gained so much from this business, especially in personal growth, because
Yeah.
like you said at the beginning, we're all shy. We are all like not sure that we can do this business, especially when it comes to getting on social media, to talk in front of people and do stuff like this. But our training and practice gives us the confidence to achieve these things and do them daily. So yes, I agree with you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have arrived to the end of our live. So we're just gonna do a little recap of what we talked today. So we talk about what inspired each one of us or each and the guests to become a digital business owner. Also, what were the biggest challenges that we faced when we started the business? If we were skeptical when we found this business, and would what would we say to those who are skeptical? Also, we share the moment or achievement in the business that we're particularly proud of. For example, like be able to be in front of the camera. uh, Also, the we talk about what advice would give to someone who wants to start the business, and what has how your life has changed since the beginning of starting your online business. So we also want you to invite you to our Facebook pages that are on the screen. So if you want to follow us and get to know us a little bit better and know a little bit about the business, you can follow us in our pages. Also, if you want to know more about the business, you can register in our website with your name and email address, and we will send you an invitation to our free session webinar where you will hear more about our business plan, and you also will hear about the testimonials of the business owners in our community. And you also get an invitation to our private Facebook group where you will see more the stories of the success stories from members of our business owner community, and also more information about the plan. So we're just gonna give you a last reminder for tonight's hosts and panelists.
Okay, so for the webinar tonight, we have our host. She's Lydia. She's a job quitter. We have Maritas. She's a former caregiver. Cora is a healthcare worker. And Kim is a resident engineer.
We also have Jackie. She's a critical care nurse. Joyce. She's a certified dental assistant. Maiko or Maso, public serve employee. And we also have Cindy. She's a former cosmetology. And all of these people are part of our business, and they're going to be discussing today about what we do, what is all about it. So if you want to know more about the business or how to start your own business, so just click on one of the links and register and watch the live webinar today. It's going to be a special one. So it's going to be today is August 8 at 5 p.m. PDT or 8 p.m. EST. So just register, watch the free webinar, and send us a message if you have any questions or you want to know more.
Okay, thank you so
Yes, and
much.
I just want to clarify about when you register on our website, it's only to receive the information about our business plan. You receive the webinar. It's just information for you to know if you would like to join the business. you're not committing to anything. You're not starting the business. So don't worry about doing that. It's just free information for you. It's just to register, nothing else. You're not committing to anything by doing so.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so we want to say thank you to all our viewers who watch us today, and for those watching the replay, thank you so much. And don't forget to say in your comments, where you're watching from. So thank you for all your comments, for all your emojis, and for watching us. And I also want to say thank you to our special guest today, Nyandia, for coming today and share your experience with us.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Nyandia,
much.
for being
Thank you
here
so
with
much
us
for
and
taking
sharing
your
your
time.
history.
My
And all
pleasure.
the viewers.
Yes. Okay, until the next episode of Latin Voices. Bye,
Latin
everyone. Have a
voices.
nice day.